Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Universal Studios Hollywood for some theme park updates. Now keep in mind today's video will be mainly Halloween Horror Nights related updates because there's a lot going on. You know, Halloween Horror Nights is around the corner, only a few weeks away, so lots of new props around the parks. And not just props, but stores have opened as well. We have Production Central out here in City Walk that is open with Halloween Horror Nights merch. Let's go check it out. You guys gotta see the decorations they got going on in here. Look at this. It's straight circus vibes. I'll do a merch-based video in a few more days because I believe the rest of the merch should be dropping on Wednesday this week. So we'll have one big merch video once all that drops. I kind of just want to go into the park right now and check on some updates. It's always a great day when you're passing underneath King Kong. Now, if you've been keeping up on the TikToks, you would know that Malibu Brewing Company, as well as Mr. Barbecue and Insomnia Cookies all have no updates, even though Insomnia Cookies has been saying coming soon for quite literally years. The Universal Studios store is so blank on the outside. All these pillars are typically decorated with something. Right now, it would normally be like Mega Movie Summer, but since they didn't decorate it for that, it's been just barren. Within the next week or so, we should get some Halloween Horror Nights decorations on the pillars. Hopefully, because the store looks sad when it's all bare like that. But now it's time to head inside the park. Now that we've made it into the park, this is where the real fun begins. Starting off right here, we got some Halloween Horror Nights lights up on the building. Moving a little further into the entrance, we have our first scare zone, which is actually Murder of Crows. They moved it from where Fast and Furious is, like the front of it, where it used to be. They moved it to the front of the park because they have a new scare zone area up there. We'll talk about that in a bit. But right here we got Murder of Crows props. Murder of Crows props right here. Little baby crow's gonna be in here hopefully soon. What's funny though is that they took an Egyptian statue and just cut off the nose and put a beak on it. And now John Murdy is saying it's a crow. So don't pay attention to everything else that looks Egyptian. This is a crow. These statues over here are pretty cool as well. This one's got a crow on his shoulder. Super cool. It'll be really cool to see the crows just right here when you first walk in. And then we get the chainsaws. Now, if we walk over here to the Waterworld stage, you can see the Purge Dangerous Water sign is right here. It's just all pushed to the side, and then once Halloween Horror Night starts, they'll just push it right back over on top of the Waterworld sign, just like how they did the One Piece Grand Pirate Show sign for FanFest nights. It's the same thing. I think it's a lot easier than just like trying to like staple it up there or whatever they did before. But yeah, there's our Purge Dangerous Water sign. There's still no Halloween Horror Nights bar being built in this area. Typically it's themed after Chucky, but no signs of construction yet. Recently, they installed one of the best sites of Halloween Horror Nights, and that is the fire towers. This year, Universal actually purchased their own fire towers. Every other year, they have just been renting it from other companies. But finally, this year, they invested in their own. So this is gonna be our fire tower setup for the next foreseeable future. We got a bunch of lights right here. The fire towers are actually up here. Those are the things that will push out the fire. This is gonna be the Fort Nightmares scare zone. Right there you can see Fort Nightmares. And then when we walk over here, yeah, it's the battle bus. The Fortnite battle bus. There's already children taking pictures in front of it. This is gonna be very interesting when it comes to a horror event with them bringing a very kid-friendly IP. We'll see how it goes. I'm open up, like I'm open to seeing how it is. But based on what I've seen so far, it's about 5 to 10-year-old kids coming up to take pictures in front of the battle bus. I can already see a bunch of little kids going up to their parents saying, "Oh my gosh, Mommy, Daddy, Fortnite is coming to Universal Studios. We have to go." And those mommies and daddies are gonna be like, "Oh, okay, Timmy, that sounds great. Let's go experience it." And they're gonna get here and run into Art the Clown and chainsaws. And then they're gonna go to customer services and complain why Halloween Horror Nights is so scary. I'm really hoping that's not the case, but we'll just have to wait and see. Marty McFly and Doc Brown are out today.
How's it going?
How you doing? How you doing, Marty?
We're doing all right. There's a lot going on in Hill Valley right now, though. A lot of changes.
A bus showed up right up
Yeah,
there.
and it's Sunday, and I'm kind of upset about it. I wanted to not think about school today.
Yeah. There's a haunted house, obviously. Something's wrong with that house.
You know, we were checking out that house. The resale value is going to be terrible.
I know. Who's going to buy a burnt house?
Some ruffians came around and knocked out all the windows.
I saw that. They're all broken. It's not good.
The grass is dead. That's a big fixer-upper.
Yeah, and then they closed off the plaza. We can't even walk in there. It's all closed. Yeah, we got the ivy.
Just like me, I love baseball.
I went to this convention yesterday. It was pretty cool. There's like a mouse there.
You don't have to brag about it.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
You shouldn't have stayed if they had mice.
Yeah, they had mice.
No, it's a really big mouse, but everyone loves them. Everyone loves them.
Everyone loves a giant rat.
Yeah. Well, not a rat,
Oh, is
mouse.
it Fievel?
A mouse.
Was it Fievel?
No.
It's a mouse everyone loves here at Universal.
yeah.
I've heard that at Universal.
Fievel.
Fievel.
Yeah.
Also, we were talking about where the DeLorean was. I found it. It's on the back lot. It's down there. They took it.
Who's they?
Trying to keep it from us.
They are trying to keep it.
Big business took it.
It's here, I think.
Oh, so Biff's got a business now, so he's gatekeeping it. Okay.
You might want to go check it out. I don't know. He might have the almanac.
I think we'll get to the bottom of that.
Well, I'll see you guys around. Go check that out.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for the heads up.
Always love seeing Marty and Doc walking around. But as I was talking to them about, we got Quinceañera right here. The facade is done, as far as I can tell. We can see the entrance right here. We'll be walking right through here. They have a little fountain. All the windows are broken. Up there, you can see there's some speakers in the windows. And right here is a balcony where Lola will be coming out of. It's a scare actor, and she'll be mouthing some lyrics to some songs. Should be really cool when it's all said and done. And yeah, the plaza is also closed off. It looks like they're building some facades back there. I think it's the Whoville facades. They must be redecorating them for Halloween Horror Nights. Over here in the El Circo de la Muerte scare zone, we actually have a pretty big update. It looks like we might be getting a mini outdoor haunted house. We got right here, it says entrance, and this is the exit. And then if you look over here, there's actually a walkway. You can see down there is like a carnival styled mirrors where it makes you look all funny. We got a prop right here, one up here. They got a lot going on over here. Hopefully they actually do turn this into some sort of walk-through outdoor haunted house that you can obviously choose to go through or not. You can just keep following the outside of it right here. And this is where it ends. Espectaculo Macabro. I definitely butchered that. We'll see if it actually is an outdoor haunted house. Hopefully. But other than that, they do have a lot of sets out here. We got a vampire. Look at her. Very menacing. I always love these Latin scare zones. They're typically one of the best ones. Over here we have El Nino Ojo. He's got a big belly. I wonder what he just ate. Hopefully not humans. Then we have the Jackalope, aka the Easter Bunny from Holidays in Hell. If you know, you know. Yeah, they like reusing props, definitely. Ooh, don't look into her eyes. But we have Medusa. She is spooky. And like I said, Halloween Horror Nights likes reusing props. We have the insects right here. You can tell they were masks. You can see the eye holes in them, but now they put them on mannequins for the scare zone. We have this monstrous looking siren. Wow. I don't know what Ariel did to Universal, but Universal does not like her. This is gonna be a good scare zone. I could definitely see this being one of the top ones this year. The final prop, we got La Mujer Serpiente. And there is the snake. I still think this guy's my favorite. I think he's the most fun. Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift did soft open today, but only for some employees. I believe it's NBC Universal employees, so cannot ride it. I've still not been on it. I'm like the only person, it seems, has never been on it yet. But I did make reservations for Past Member Preview Day, which is on Wednesday. That's when I'll be going, so I will be riding it this week. Over in Hogsmeade, they have the prop set out for the Death Eaters because they are returning for Halloween Horror Nights this year. After a few-year break, we are finally getting them back. Everyone has been asking for them for years, basically ever since they went away. Like, why did they go away? And Universal seems to have listened and are bringing them back. As we're going into Simpsons Land, yesterday at D23, the showrunner for The Simpsons actually confirmed that Treehouse of Horrors will have representation at Halloween Horror Nights this year. He specified that this year we'll have food and then next year we'll have experiences. I wonder what kind of experiences we could be getting. In my opinion, what I want are just like some character meet and greets that are dressed in their Treehouse of Horrors outfits. They also talked briefly about dressing the outside of the ride, maybe putting up like some spider webs, some purple, orange lighting, something like that. But I really want these guys in their Halloween outfits. Underneath the studio tour sign, we have a new, as of last year's scare zone. This is called the Bloodbog scare zone. John Murdy at Midsummer Scream basically said this is going to be a big ghillie suit scare zone. Lots of ghillie suit scare actors. They've got a few props out right now, including this insanely scary looking like I think he's like a spider, or I don't know. But he's definitely creepy, I can tell you that. We have some rats outside of a cage that has a skull in it. This is gonna be a pretty fun scare zone. It's a quick one though. It's just as you're going to the terror tram, so not a super long scare zone, but it should be fun. I'm not gonna ride the studio tour today because I am running out of time. So let's just go ahead right down to the lower lot. That is such a cool view. One of these days I'll ride it. One of these days. Now the ride has been receiving some backlash, specifically from the people of Toluca Lake out there. But now for some more Halloween Horror Nights updates, we have a look at Ozzy Osbourne's facade. Here's another angle at the Ozzy Osbourne house. You can also see they put a bunch of lights out for the queue for Ozzy Osbourne. They removed a bunch of props that are down here at the retaining wall, obviously because most of the houses are nearing completion. The event's only like 2 weeks away. So now they're just putting the final touches. We got like the lights, and they're gonna probably put up the queue soon. But yeah, Halloween Horror Nights is feeling real, guys. It's almost here. Universal also put up some new movies. We got Other Mommy right here. I'm very excited for that. It looks extremely scary, kind of like Coraline, obviously. Finally made it down to the lower lot, and I know we have a really big update coming up right here, and that is that the Clown Cafe is the lower lot food location for Halloween Horror Nights. They just put this up like yesterday, and it looks so good. I'm hoping they bring back a lot of foods that they had last year. Uh-oh, it looks like some of this is already peeling. We're getting the Orlando treatment of decals. But yeah, it's very exciting. The Clown Cafe will actually be here this year. And that's really our last update here. That was our quick little run through of the park, showing all the updates that I could see. Halloween Horror Nights is really around the corner. It's like 2 weeks away. Are you guys excited? Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you like more of this content. That's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the fog.